Welcome to another 49ers press coverage pregame show here on YouTube. I would appreciate if you guys would leave some comments, share these videos, like the video, etc., etc. It helps with the algorithm. It's not like it was back in the day when the internet first started. It was like, hey, I got a gig and you guys need to spread the word. Now there's a freaking algorithm that I have no control over, so much appreciated with all the likes and the subscribing and all the things. Listen, this 49er and Cardinal game, it's going to be a close one. Vegas has the spread at 12 points in favor of the 49ers currently. I almost guarantee it's going to be a close game. Right? And there's plenty of reasons. I mean, one, the Niners are pretty damn injured, right? They're missing Hargrave, they're missing Armstead, and I'm glad they're sitting out, right? We got the Ravens coming up next. If we want to get the number one seed, pretty much every game's a must-win game. Not mathematically, not yet, but there's only 4 games left. And listen, the Niners have already proved this year that they can win on the road against really good teams, and they've also proved that when healthy, they're almost unstoppable. But if you want to make the Super Bowl, it's a whole lot easier to play 2 home games, less travel, and you only have to win twice, and you're in the Super Bowl, rather than hosting one playoff game and then going on the road for the next 2. They can do it. They've already shown they can do it, but it'd be nice to reach the Super Bowl, after playing just 2 games. And anyway, you get my drift, you get my point. The Eagles, they play the Seahawks on Monday night. I'm hoping Seattle, they're fighting for their playoff lives. I'm hoping I think they can put up some points against the Eagles, regardless who their quarterback is. But I don't think their defense can really stop the Eagles. I think it's a get-right game for Philadelphia, on offense at least. But Seattle can win. It's in Seattle. You never know. And then the Cowboys play Buffalo. That's gonna be a good game. It's in Buffalo, and I'm hoping Buffalo can kind of end the Cowboys' run here, and Niners get a win against Arizona, and all of a sudden we have a game lead for the number 1 seed, and we got all the tiebreakers. So anyway, the Niners control their own destiny in terms of getting home field advantage. A win today would give the 49ers the division crown again for the 2nd straight year. So that would be wonderful. It's pretty much just going to happen. They just got to win one more game. So the Niners are in the dance. They're probably about to be division champions, and that's awesome. So the next step is to try to get that 1 seed. If they don't get it, I still think they can reach the Super Bowl. If they do get it, I really think they can reach the Super Bowl. So, but again, like I was mentioning, Hargrave, Armstead, they're both out. Hopefully it's just for a week. I believe in Kinlaw, I believe in Givens and Davis and all that, but they're taking on Kyler Murray, and I'm assuming they would do a similar style to what they did against Jalen Hurts and kind of push him back in the pocket and don't let him scramble to the outside. Jalen Hurts is a great scrambling quarterback, but Kyler Murray's quicker. He's got quicker feet, and if he gets outside of you, he's going to take off. But I've been hearing that he's been staying in the pocket more, and he's in a new system this year, and so it's hard for him to step up in the pocket because how short he is. But anyway, the Niners can't take him lightly. And he's got some pretty good weapons on offense going, and they're playing better. They're 2-2 their last 4 games since he's returned. They should be 3-1. They almost beat the Texans, so they're going to play really good football. And the fact that the 49ers, who, even though the Cardinals are well coached and the game's in Arizona and Kyler Murray's back, the Niners should still beat the hell out of them. But I don't think they will because of Hargrave being out, because of Armstead being out, because of Burks being out, and potentially Charvarius Ward will be out, their best corner. I love Thomas, I love Lenore, but to be down those guys, and then if you get another injury during the game, it's like, whoa, And then Greenlaw, he's most likely going to play, but if he misses time, then we're going to see a lot of Isaiah Oliver, we're going to see a lot of Flanagan Fowles, and a lot of Farrell and quite a few other guys on the D line. They're going to get a lot more playing time. So it's going to be interesting. The 49ers, they got to hold the Cardinals to field goals, because I'm just worried that Kyler Murray is just going to pick up yards here and there. Connor's going to pick up yards here and there, and maybe they'll get some explosives. But I'm worried about our defense this week. And they might be on the field longer than we're used to seeing, which puts a lot of pressure on the offense to score as much as they can. And, Purdy, and McCaffrey and Debo and Ayuk, all these guys, Kittle, they can obviously do it. But Banks might be out and Burford might be out. I think they're going to try to get one of those guys to play, even though they're probably not ready, kind of like they did a couple weeks ago. But Feliciano, I believe in. But if they're both out, like that'll be interesting to see who they put at left guard or right guard, depending on who's out. So it's where you miss Brunskill, you know. Hope he's having fun out in Tennessee. But yeah, so the 49ers are a little beat up this week, and then you got Baltimore the next week, and I don't think the Niners are looking ahead. I think they've learned their lesson. After that Cowboy victory, you can't be like, we're pretty good, we've made it. It's like, no, you still got some games left, and they need that number one seed. So once again, I think the 49ers are going to be looking for a hot start like they had against Seattle, and don't come out slow. Don't give the Cardinals hope. But I do feel that it'll be a low-scoring first half. I think the Cardinals will possess the football quite a bit, and they might be able to do what they want against us. But Kinlaw and Givens, they're very good at run stopping. So I'm not too worried about the Cardinals running the ball very well this game. But I am worried about Kyler Murray scrambling and making plays to his pretty good receiving core. So I am a little worried. Hopefully the defense can cause a turnover here and there. Offensively, the Cardinals defense has been playing better, but if we're missing both guards, that'll be interesting. So again, I think this is just going to be a grind out victory. Hopefully they get out of it pretty healthy because they can't add to the injury list, especially heading into the Baltimore game. So anyway, that's the pregame show. Thank you for listening to 49ers Press coverage on YouTube. Check me out on Patreon. I do game film every Monday following the game. I also rank the top 49ers, my rankings for the top 49ers at each position. That only costs you $1 to go watch that. Currently I'm doing top 20 quarterbacks in 49er history. And then I also do, what else do I do in there? I do Around the NFL. I just talk about my thoughts about the rest of the NFL and kind of my predictions for the season, the rest of the year. And then, of course, game film. So go ahead and check that out. Also on TikTok. Most of you follow me there. So stay tuned for Monday morning or afternoon where I will upload the 49ers post-game show. And let's hope it's a victory Monday. 49ers vs. Cardinals. Going to be a good one. Thank you for listening.